Okay, hi. In this video, I read 3 books. Okay, The House Across the Lake by Eliza. This is a story about a woman who lives in this lake house. Okay, there are other neighbors. So one night she sees the husband and the wife from the across the lake. They were fighting, and then the next day the wife goes missing. She tries to take it into her own hands and find this missing wife. Okay, the next book is Good Rich People by Eliza Brazier. This is my favorite out of all the 3, though this is just a 4.5 star book. No book was a 5 star this time. Okay, this is about a couple who they tried to take in some tenants to live in their guest house, and then they tried to play a game on this tenant. So they do this for every tenant that comes, and then yeah, something happens because the tenant that comes to their place is not what they were expecting. Let's just say that. Okay, the last book that I read is The Perfect Woman by Shanora. This is a 3.5, maybe a 3-star book actually. And this is about a perfect couple, rich, but then someone is trying to get revenge on them because the wife has done something wrong. And we are seeing or reading this from the perspective of the girl who was wronged, and eventually throughout her revenge process something happens. Okay, so all 3 books are like rich people drama slash like revenge story, I would say, or like I'ma take your life kind of trope. Yeah, so but if you're gonna take any like recommendation from this book, kindly take this one, Good Rich People. This is really close. Like, it was just a little bit cynical for my taste at some parts, but the writing is really good. So yeah, thank you. Okay, last night I started reading The House Across the Lake, and well, I just wanted to because I just recently bought this and I've been reading a lot of literary fiction. Even unintentionally, I was reading literary fiction, so I wanted to go ahead and read some popcorn reads, you know? Yeah, so I haven't gotten much into it yet, just like 5%, I think. So far, okay. It's just so creepy when you are in this secluded area and then you own a house that is made of glass, and essentially all your neighbors can look through your house, and I don't know, how is that okay? Use it! Use the star! You'd be super powerful. You like watermelon? Okay, so a quick update. I am 60% through, and I have to say that this story is actually a little bit more slow-paced than all of the Riley Sager books that I've read. I think. Yeah, it's giving me that feeling, or I'm not sure if I'm just being a little bit judgy on the writing because I came from literary fiction, so I'm kind of looking for something more impactful in terms of writing. It's kind of basic at the moment, but you know, maybe the purpose is not that. This is a popcorn thriller, I believe. So there we go, those are my tabs. And yeah, so nothing really much has happened except that this main character is so nosy. She is spying on her neighbors with her binoculars, and then she sees something that she wasn't supposed to see, and now she is taking it upon herself to solve this mystery that's going on. So there's that. I think one part of it that's making me not like it as much is the too much internal monologue. I mean, okay, sometimes it works fine, like it did for, like, this entire book is internal monologue, That in Her Hands by Tessa Moshbeg. But this did it in a more interesting way. Yeah, so I don't know what is really going on. And frankly, I guess another part of it is I don't really care about this missing character. Okay, there's a missing character here, and I don't really care for her that much. Like, it's really about the main character and fixating on that problem aside instead of focusing on her own problems. So yeah, I think she's kind of escaping herself, and that's what I do not like. But we will see if this twist is going to twist my brain. Okay, so I'm 80% through The House Across the Lake. The twists have already happened, and I would have to say it did surprise me. Okay, I was thinking of something else. Like, I heard of a booktuber saying or mentioning one element of this book, and I'm like, so I was like constantly expecting this element to pop up into the book, into the story, but it has not popped up in a way that I expected it. So even if I was like slightly spoiled, it still surprised me. So it's very experimental for Mr. Riley Sager to do something like this. But at the same time, I'm having issues with this book. It's not that bad of an issue, but first thing is the main character is a drunk. So she's supposed to be like this unreliable narrator. But the fact that this is told in first person, and then she is so drunk, but she is not, like when you read what she's trying to say, it doesn't seem like she's drunk. So I think it's so hard to write in first person and then trying to show that this character is drunk. Like there's no, like I'm imagining if this is like a literary fiction book, if this is a person who is drunk, the slurring and all the nonsense speaking type of things would be apparent in the text, and it was not. So I guess that's the challenge for Mr. Riley Sager for this book. Or if it was written in third person, maybe it would have been executed better. What I do have to praise Riley Sager for is, like, I'm thinking of all the plot holes that could have been happening. Like, all of the things that I am thinking could be plot holes. Eventually, Riley Sager answers it in a couple of pages right after I asked myself that. Far, he has answered all of the plot holes or like the unreasonable things. But yeah, the voice, the drunk voice, it's not working for me. So anyway, maybe I'll finish this later today and I'll let you know my final thoughts. Last night I finished the house Across the Lake, and I would have to say the ending is a little bit rushed. Like I just mentioned that the first 80% was a bit of a slow read, like very slow paced, and then all of a sudden after the twist was revealed, well, you kind of expect it to sort of speed up a bit. But the ending wrapped up in 2 to 4 pages, I think. So it was a little bit abrupt for me, and then just when you think it's all over, something's gonna happen again, you know. Yeah, there is some kind of cheesy writing that is in this book that I don't know if that's how, like, I've never noticed that in any of the Riley Sager books that I've ever read, but this one is kind of extra cheesy, perhaps. Yeah, so anyway, not bad. 4 stars. The twist will stay with me, but you know, the characters, I didn't really much care. Okay, anyway, and I also started last night with Good Rich People, and this one, the writing of this, I feel like this is gonna be a 5 stars. And since this is like supposed to be really thrilling, I expect it to deliver by the end of the book. But so far, I am loving the writing. It is so witty, and it's revealing things in a very subtle way. Yeah, I like it. I like it so far. So I think I am around 6%. So not really that far into the book, but there's already the intrigue built up. Go to the cycle kami. Yeah, it's a brown. No, no. Akaman ko na. Kamagaga. Yan yan. Okay, so something. I just want to show you something. Okay, this is actually a journal that I bought last year, I believe. but I'm going to be using it now because my old journal has run out. And this is the Dumbledore's Army special edition of the Harry Potter journals. Yeah, so I'm checking out my kids because there are other people there. Yeah, but they don't seem to be bothering. Okay, anyway, what do I do with the extra stuff that Moleskine comes out with? I mean, this came with a Hogwarts school list. So it is, you can find it from inside the back flap. And what I do with those is I just stick it inside the Moleskine because I don't know where else I could put it. But I guess if I had my own... Oh! See, I got this journal for a very unbelievable price. I put in here 500 for 519 pesos from Lazmo. Wow, that is such a big bargain because usually these go out for 1,500 each. Oh yeah, and next time I should remember to bring alcohol whenever we go out to have the quick walks, because yeah, it just gets a little bit messy. Maybe I should use the other tote that Dee gave me. Yeah, so right now I'm using this. This is my favorite one. I would probably use the other one specifically for the quick walks. Yeah, this place has been locked for the past few days and I'm glad it's open now. Yeah, so I'll see if I can do a little bit of, you know, breaking into the journal. And I know how intimidating it is to start a new journal because, you know, it's so pretty. It's so beautiful. Like, even with my handwriting, it's not always great. And I tend to try to write as, not as ugly, but I try to write as normal. Like, I don't make an effort to make it pretty. Because if I see that I'm writing it prettily, then I would feel bad whenever I start writing it so ugly. You want?
Yes.
Gagav's like surprise. Do you know how, Anna? What's this? What's this, Gagavito? Surprise. Like it? Gaga? You like it? You like it, Gagavito? How about you, Ate? You like it? What do you say? You're welcome, baby. Gagamito, what do you say? Okay, a quick update on Goodrich People. I'm like around 12%, 15, not really that far in, but I finally met the tenant and now I'm reading from her perspective and she is not who they think she is. Yes, and this game, so I was like wondering what this game is all about. Like, what is this game that they play with the tenants? And obviously this is just a game that only the players know and not the one being played, so the tenant. And I'm like, what is this? It's not really about killing people, but it's something, I feel like it's much worse than that. Bottom line is, in this game, the tenants do not know that they are being played with, so the only people who know the game are the players. But this tenant, wow, I'm actually rooting for her to win this game, although she doesn't know that there's such thing as this game, right? Yeah, but I don't know where this is gonna go. And I got the surprise for you. Are you ready? Wait, not yet. Look, stay there, sitting down. Oh, you get your table. Get your small table. Over here, baby. Get ready. And my surprise is you make your own bracelet.
I will change.
Huh?
I will change.
What did you make? What did you make?
I make cookies or
You make some bracelets?
I'm the two. I love the pink ones
You love the pink ones
and the blue ones.
and the blue ones.
And this one too.
Tomorrow
And the
again.
feather and the feather ones.
And the feather. Okay.
And the fish and the fish.
Oh, the fish. Let's see. Yeah.
It's swimming. It's
Are you
swimming.
happy?
It's swimming on the water.
It's swimming in the water.
Wee, it's diving.
It's diving. See, I told you. There's ambon. Say ambon. Yeah. There's ambon. Oh, come on. We cannot. Come, come. Let's go. Let's go. You'll get sick. Okay, we're gonna eat Italian. Thank you, people. Here, guys. Okay, okay, okay. It's okay, it's okay. Is that a nose? Yung parang garlic? Oh, it's a garlic. Okay, I was like, go! Not bad. Ginagaya niya yung salita ni Yoshi. What's that? It's a what? He likes it though. See, he loves you. Huh?
I had to play with him. I just did a cake. I love you, Mommy.
I love you, baby.
I want to sing a song for you.
I'm gonna sing a song for you. Want to sing the song for me? Thank you.
Actually,
Ice cream. Eat the ice cream. Eat the ice cream. Are you?
actually.
Ice cream. This book, Good Rich People, it's doing the thing wherein it gives or shows you the perspective of one of the characters, and then later on it's going to show you again that same timeline but in the other character's perspective. And this time it works because unlike this book by Peter Swanson that I keep forgetting the name of, the title, The Kind Worth Killing. Yes, it's not the same scene that is being described in two different perspectives. It's like it's in the first perspective we are seeing this side of the story, and then the second perspective we are seeing another side, and it's not like retelling the same thing in someone else's eyes, you know. So I really like that. So I think this story is spanning shorter than what it really is. So I'm guessing around the story spans a week, I believe, of all of these things going on, and it's very interesting to see how these two women are looking or perceiving life, you know, from the eyes of a rich person and from the eyes of a poor person. And there are some things that are kind of extreme here in terms of the views of the poor person, but I'm guessing that's because, you know, if you've been poor, like really really poor, you wouldn't even be able to imagine the kinds of things that they have to go through every day. So yeah, I'm trying to be open-minded about that. And the reason why I like this character is for some reason saying that God doesn't get mad or doesn't do bad, like bad things don't happen to people with money, but obviously it does, you know. So but this poor character, she has that kind of belief, and that all bad things are happening to her. I guess the bottom line in this story is rich people and poor people, it doesn't matter in which way we are formed, we are always getting some kind of bad luck in a way. Or, you know, the middle class. the middle class don't really, we're just floating in between. So far the story is unique. It's great. I'm perhaps going to finish this within the next couple of days. I've just been really busy. Hey, look what my Yan Yan gave me. She made me a bracelet.
Mommy, you got a new one.
Yeah, you made me a new one. Thank you. Where's yours? Can I see yours? Woo! Her favorite's the fish one. Last night I finished Good Rich People and I gave it 5 stars, but to be honest, it's like 4.5 stars. There are some views in here, both from the rich side and the poor side, that are quite cynical. And I know I shouldn't be really relying on the commentaries on socioeconomic stuff from a thriller book, but the author did say that she has experienced the poverty side of this. And of course, now that she's an author, she had experiences also in her life when she had to interact with rich people. And these interactions and experiences became the inspiration for her for this book. And it's written really well. It's just that, I don't know, I can't give it a full 5 stars. For some reason, I can't point out yet. Could it be that I feel like the ending needs a little bit more? Also, I feel that, okay, the pacing is good. Really good. Yeah, it's not too fast, not too slow. Yeah, I actually finished the last part, like the last 30%, 40% last night. It's actually a pretty easy and fast read. It's quite interesting to think about how true this can be. I mean, okay, not true, but we don't, like, I'm not a rich person, so I don't really know what happens to rich people when they can have anything they want in life. Like, if you have everything you want in life and you have nothing to want for, won't you get bored easily? Like, yeah, so there's this kind of view in this book where you get to fathom that a little bit more. So that's interesting. So yeah, anyway, I am moving on to the last book of this vlog, which is The Perfect Ruin by Shanora Williams. And this is also a thriller book. So anyway, The Perfect Ruin. Excited for this. I don't really know what it is. I just know that there's this one woman that is going to take revenge on this other person. That is all I know. And I guess it's better if I don't read the back cover blurb, because sometimes it just ruins it for me. Okay, that is all. I'll check back in. Last night I started The Perfect Ruin and I got up to like 20%. I'm actually surprised that it's very enjoyable to read, and the voice of the main character is so funny. She is so petty, so spiteful. So she is trying to get revenge, but we don't really understand yet why she wants to take revenge. Anyway, so far enjoying it. Really funny narrative voice. I mean, okay, not really exactly funny, but like very sarcastic, entertaining. But it's so obvious that this is like just a fun read, nothing too serious. But I don't know. I want to see how this will pan out. Yeah, I think the twist is what's the main focus of this book. So we'll see if I like it. Whoa. but he already is holding a small truck. Are you buying gagabito? You want the train? No? Put it. What's that? It's a turtle. And look, you're sitting on the floor. Cute. Wow, do you like it? No, you first. Then? Ta. And smiley face. Look at me. Look at me. My name is Gabgabito. I'm eating frozen yogurt. Yummy. You get the fish? Okay.
It's a rebel one.
Oh no.
Thank you, Mommy.
Gab say surprise. You too, Gab. Oh, let's give. Oh, you Gab, you use the big ones. Oh, you put your crayons here, baby. Okay? Love you. Dito. Okay, so I finally finished The Perfect Ruin, giving it 3.5 stars. So this is definitely not my favorite of this trope. I'm gonna steal your life. Okay, this is my favorite. I'm gonna steal your life. The Last Mrs. Parrish by Liv Constantine. Yeah, so I think this was a tad bit overhyped. The reader who, the booktuber that I took this recommendation from, gave it such a glowing review. But I was trying to figure out what is wrong. It felt wrong. The writing of this book, the pacing, the overly detailed paragraphs, and I figured it out. This seems like a writing exercise that someone has written, an author has written this writing exercise to flesh out the characters that she's writing. So that's why it feels like not polished, not ready. It could have been a good one, but it was fun because of the funny, hilarious voice. But other than that, it could have been better. Butterfly. If there's one thing that I learned from this book, really, is that revenge gets you nowhere. No, it just doesn't help at all to get revenge. Yeah, so anyway, that is all for this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again next time.